back to another Co's Daily Brew. Today we are talking about purpose. Why are you doing this? This is a question that I have made like a very prominent theme in my life lately. Anchoring to that said purpose is basically what I've been using to float through my days and get more things done rather than stop whenever I have any kind of resistance or adversity and give up. Even though I do a lot of videos on productivity and motivation and inspiration, and my life is not always happy, I'm not always motivated, I'm not always inspired. I try and put my heart and soul into everything that I do, and basically it just boiled down to this whole recent epiphany of like, why am I doing this? And what is my mission statement? Like, what is my purpose here? And that has already been a theme in my life, this whole like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And this kind of backed it up, and it was kind of like an action item for me to take that was like, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing, but what is my mission here? Like, what is my mission statement with what my job is? What is my mission statement for this year? What is my mission statement for my personal life? And it got me really thinking. One of the things that she says to do in the book, and one of the things that I actually went ahead and did, was reach out to friends and family and ask them, if you were to come to advice for me for anything, what would it be? I highly recommend you guys do this as well, because the feedback you will get will change your whole perspective. I wasn't expecting too much of an answer. Like, I just wanted to know if they were to ask me like advice on something, what do they normally come to me for? The answers that I got were ranging from everything from fitness and health and wellness to traveling, to advice on relationships, advice on motivation, organization, how to build a schedule, how to build a routine, and how to stay like focused. And all of these things are in a lot of ways what I have been creating, but I kept on having all this pressure in my mind. I had created this illusion that I needed to be more of an influencer, that I needed to be doing more things, that I needed to be attending more events, that I needed to be vlogging more of my life, and thinking that that was going to be my answer. And it became my purpose, or I guess it became kind of like my why as to why I'm doing this, was what I thought people wanted to see from me. And it was so skewed from, one, what I was already passionate about, but two, what everyone around me could see that I obviously couldn't, and it was what I was already doing and what I was already good at, including you guys. That mixed with the fact that actually on my California trip, I watched a documentary with Arthur. We watched it on Netflix. It's called Happy. I highly, highly recommend it. It was such a good one. But there was one big aha that like hit me in that whole documentary, and I will shamelessly admit it to you guys because I think that we all do this as humans. But one of the parts that they go into are people have extrinsic goals and intrinsic goals. And our extrinsic goals tend to be image, popularity, and money. And our intrinsic goals tend to be personal growth, relationships, and giving back to society or helping the community in some way. While I've always kept, at least the personal growth thing has always been a big one for me, I've definitely noticed that when I first like even started making more vegan videos, and I was making a lot more just like videos in general that were more so giving back to the community. That's a whole other topic for just like a whole other coffee catch up daily blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but what's trending online isn't always what we should be creating or making, you know. And I hope that human's okay. So basically what I was getting at is that this whole extrinsic versus intrinsic made me very hyper aware of where my purpose was. Was my purpose intrinsic or was my purpose extrinsic? And I think that again, as humans, we all have a little bit of ego. So I definitely like, you know, putting together a pretty aesthetic and looking like I have a certain image that's like my shit looks like it's always together. Don't get me wrong, I love that. But a lot of the times, if you haven't noticed, when we really get down and chatty, especially when we're chatty over caffeinated beverages, I'm willing to admit that I most of the time don't have my shit together. And even though, you know, you might scroll through Instagram or my YouTube and think that, it's definitely not always the case. In fact, more times often than not, image is kind of just like a really surface level view. And basically I'm getting to the point that I have flipped my why or my purpose back into intrinsic goals. Getting back down to your mission statement, getting back down to your purpose, getting back down to your why, and asking yourself, is it something that's external from you or something that's internal for you? From there, once I had taken all of those things into account and taken the opinions that I had asked from other people, I should have asked you guys, but my friends and family, and I boiled it all back down. It definitely dived into a lot more than this, but this is my mission statement in case you're curious. I want to heal and inspire others by authentically healing and inspiring myself. And that's kind of how I got started doing this online, is that I was trying to heal myself and I was inspiring myself to create content online. I was inspired by this online world, and skip to the fact that it's 5 years later, I'm still healing myself in ways that are so deeply rooted that I never thought I'd be healing myself on this level. And I'm still inspiring myself because the online world is constantly inspiring me. And so that became my mission statement. That became my mission behind anything I do. And now every time I show up to do anything in a given day, when it comes to work, when I show up to film this video even, I'm like, why am I doing this? What is this all for? And it's like, okay, let's sit down and authentically heal or inspire myself. Like, either I'm talking about things that are inspiring me or I'm talking about things that are healing me in an authentic way that'll make it so that anyone watching can either feel inspired or healed in their own personal way. And that's my mission statement. If you guys want me to do a whole closed daily review on more mission statements, let me know. I can do my mission statements on my year, my personal life, my relationship, my whatever you want. Even, catching the book, what's my mission statement there? There's mission. I've been using, ever since I discovered this mission statement thing, I've been doing it for everything. So if you guys want to hear more about it, just let me know. And aside from that, let me know your mission statement down below, and I'll talk to all of you guys tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.